This demonstration, we're going to have a look at setting up TCP/IP version 4, and we're going to have a look at setting it up with a static IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. Currently, if we just come into command prompt on my machine, so we'll just do a start and CMD. If we then do an IP config and hit return, we can see we do have an IP address and a subnet mask, but we don't have the default gateway. If we then do it with the /all, one of the things we'll notice here is DHCP enabled equals no, just on this media, and on this media no. But if we scroll up a little bit, what we can see actually on the network card that connects us to the network, we can actually see that DHCP enabled is yes, and auto configuration enabled is also yes. So this is where we want to change this IP address to a static IP address. So in order to do that, we just need to come into control panel. Once we're in control panel, we'll just go to network and internet, then click on our network and sharing center. Within our network and sharing center, we then want to change the adapter settings. So I'm going to right click on this network adapter here, come to the properties, come down to TCP/IP version 4, select properties. We're going to use the following IP address, and the IP address we're going to use is going to be 10.10.0.50. Subnet mask we're going to use here will be 255.255, and then we're going to specify 10.10.0.1 as the default gateway. So if we can't, or if we're trying to talk to anything on a network and the network IP address does not match up to 10.10, what we need to do is we need to send the data packet to the default gateway. The default gateway is sometimes also called a router, and that will route the packets to the outside world. And for name resolution, I'm also going to specify my DNS server. So when I do something like www.google.co.uk or www.qa.com, what we need to do is we need to actually take that name and resolve that to an IP address to allow the machines to communicate. So in the case of my DNS server, it's going to be 10.10.0.10. Now that we've done all that, we'll just select OK. We'll click close. Close down the network settings, come back to a command prompt. This time when we type in IP config, what we should see is we've now got the default gateway in place. What we'll also do is we'll do the /all, and if we scroll this up a little bit, what we should see now is we should see DHCP enabled is no. That's the important bit for me. Yes down here is for the IP version 6. We do have now the IP address I typed in, subnet mask, default gateway, and the reason I've done this is because I'm going to use this Windows workstation as a print server, and I don't really want the IP address changing, which could potentially happen with a DHCP server. And that's the end of this demonstration. Thanks very much.